This is a continuation of what we were doing before. This is part 7B. And basically, I'm going to go over the intricacies of the abracadabra. And it also has a lot to do with numbers in the mind. It has a lot to do with name analysis. And I went over every letter of every name and what planets and what propensities, what tendencies they have. And I would say to anybody, if you really want to learn this work, go back to some of my videos about name analysis, about planets, about numbers, and it definitely applies to what we're doing here with somebody's name. And also, don't forget hinge letters with name analysis, which is karma. And it all applies. It's all one big package. But I'm going to continue this, and then I'll probably go on, if I finish this part in this video, I'll go on to maybe doing another name or whatever. But as we look at this, we were at the age 27, I believe. And as you see, there's no letter here. So we go 1, 4 and 1 is 5, and 8 is 13. And 13 equals a change in place and plans, the planet Uranus, and people born on the 4th, 13th, 22nd, or 31st of any month. And because Uranus is associated, which is 4, with the sun, it could also involve August or Leo people, or February or Aquarius. And those born on the 10th, 19th, 28th of any month. So the 1st, the 10th, the 19th, or 28th day of any month, which is the Leo numbers. Now, when we look at age 36, we're seeing over here, it's a family or personal change. There's something about siblings or young people or children, somebody at a distance having a concern or a problem. And there's a few younger people or friends involved in this situation. And if you add up all the numbers, it's 6 and 3 is 9, 18, 21, 3, which has to do with the spiritual world. The 21 equals one who has met and overcome challenges, success after a struggle. And it also is a Jupiter number, which is people who are either born in December or Sagittarius, or March or Pisces, and the 3rd, 12th, 15th, 3rd, 12th, 21st, or 30th of any month. Now, when we look at the S down here, you always go with the letter first, and we know an S is August or Leo. It's the 1 series, and it's 1-4, so it also hooks up with Uranus. But when we look at this is a new beginning or a new start. And the age is about 41, 42 years old. There's a partnership involved here. There's a lot of travel or change, friendships or cooperation through a financial situation, which is 47, which I mentioned in some of my things. But when we add up all the numbers, it's 1, 3, 5, and that's 8, and 4 is 12, and 7 is 19. Let's see, 11, 5 is 16, 17, 18, 19, 1, and that's an August or a Leo number in any event. It's kind of 19-1 means somebody getting their head together, finding out what they want to do, and making a start. When you have the 18-9, there's a lot of confusion. That's Aries or Scorpio is involved whenever you have the 18-9, which was at the 31st, 32nd year, and that was a 5, which is a lot of change. I'm just going back to clarify some things. So at the age of about 41, 42, because 36 and half of 9 is 40, 41, whatever, there's a lot of change and clearing up in a new direction. When you have a 7 at the bottom of the triangle, and this is a 7, there's a lot of learning and introspection here. So we would say a new start, perhaps a partnership, a travel or a change, friendships and whatever through occupation, with a 7 on the bottom, which is learning. Now, when you look at age 45, again, a period of change, partnership involved, uh, 24, which is the assistance and association of well-known or important people, 2 4s, which is realigning finances, and sometimes there's documents or whatever that are not correct or some legal matter that has to be looked at. And if we add up the numbers, it's 4, 8, 10, 15. So that's a Venus vibration, and that's either Taurus or Libra, and those born on the 6th, 15th, or 24th of any month. That's why I say all these studies are interrelated. I used to sit down with people, give them a prediction, write it down. 10 years later, they come to me and they said they were amazed that it came out. There was a new start cycle and so forth and so on. And what seems like a small statement, you're talking about major life changes in someone's life. Now, 49, 50 years old, so you go 45 plus 4, 49, 50. There's a change in a work status or an activity, a concern over the health or well-being of a male. 49 means a male, health or well-being. Well-being means how they are. There's an 8, there's a financial or legal matter. And another 9, there's an ending involved. 9 is things getting finished, done, or completed. So that some kind of work situation or activity comes to a close. There's a little confusion about this. You go 9, 10, 13, 21, 30. It says 30 is right here, and 30 means detachment. See, if you get the compound numbers off the internet, it will tell you that the number 30 is detachment. It's also a Jupiter number, which relates to either Sagittarius or Pisces. See, this goes back to the other things I was teaching with the letters of the name, the karma, the hinge letters. They all go together. And if somebody's willing to study this, you could do amazing things. Now, at 54 years old, there's a change in roots going on, as there is at 49. Seeing people from the past, which is the 46, straightening out money and paper matters, some kind of travel. 65 is helping out a partner. If it was a 56, the partner's kind of doing for you. This is 10-15, and I put it down here as a 15-6. That's Venus. That's Taurus or Libra, and those born on the 6th, 15th, or 24th day of any month would affect these changes. Now, at about 58, 59, because we go 54 and half is 54 and half, and 9 is 58, 59. It's an ending cycle, and the 9-6 relates to property. And the 2-6s, there's a lot of emotional stuff going on. The 21-3 has to do with sharing one's time, effort, or concern with other people, and that's the same here, back here, at age 36. Whenever you have the 21, there's something spiritual or sharing going on. So there's a lot of emotion, somebody either moving in and combining living arrangements or whatever. And then in the 63rd year, it's a very emotional time. 29 means people being unreliable. It has to do with partnerships or females. 2 mean partnership or a female. And a businessman, if he's in business with somebody else, that's a partner. So just to make it clear what that means. And a very nervous period with endings. And there's an 11-2, which is sometimes treachery, I found. And it's also a limelight, and it has to do with people having personal space. Then if we look at 67, 68, we brought this down here. Again, there's help from people in high places, which is the 23. And 35 is a realignment of finances. So you combine the numbers. And if you add 2 and 3, it's 5, that's 10. That's a Leo number. It's the 10 series. That could be somebody with a J, A, or S initial, and somebody born at the end of July or in August or February Aquarius, or somebody born on the 1st, 10th, 19th, or 28th day of any month. And it pays to go back on my other lesson plans because it goes into the name analysis and what planets and what the propensity of each letter is. And when you combine it, it's a beautiful thing. Now at 72, there was a new start. At 76, 77, I mean 70, 77, 76, a financial matter going on. But anyway, this is the way it works. And I did these lines just to show you the way this runs. But basically, usually we don't put the lines there, and we try to be careful and line it up the best way we can, and then we evaluate it. But I'm going to go into some more of this.